Okay, so this next question, Strides Your Own Way, is about how two athletes, or two people running, can achieve the same velocity, the same time in a running event by having different stride lengths and stride frequencies. So you're probably pretty familiar with this. You might have seen two people growing up or recently of different heights. You know, we've got a much shorter person versus a much taller person. Taller people, as people with longer legs, typically can achieve much longer stride lengths fairly naturally, whereas shorter people are a little limited in their stride length, but can probably have a faster stride frequency because their legs don't have as much mass, they have less inertia to overcome. We'll cover that in future weeks. But essentially there's a trade-off there. So stride velocity, or running velocity in general, is a product of the length of each step and how frequently you can do those steps. So you can of course achieve the same outcome by just having a compromise between these two. So if I was giving this as an answer, as a short answer question, answering an exam, for example, the key is really to sort of outline the important points. So we're going to have criteria there in exams, and we want to see that you understand the key aspects of the question. So the initial part of this question that we'd want you to identify is that running velocity is a product of stride frequency and stride length. If you've got that in some way in your own words or in a dot point, then you're going to hit the criteria, and we can see, yes, you understand that that's the case here. And then the other aspect that we'd probably be looking for in a question like this is that trade-off. So one athlete might have a shorter stride length but compensate with a greater stride frequency and therefore achieve the same velocity. So again, it doesn't have to be worded exactly like that, but we've got kind of two concepts here. One is running velocity is stride frequency times stride length, and the second one is that there can be a trade-off between those two. If we double one and half the other, we end up with the same result.